Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Angular and yeah, welcome to my Angular crash course. And today we're just going to go over what Angular is, why we need it, and we're also going to go over some prerequisites before you embark on this Angular journey. So what is Angular? Angular is nothing more than just a platform for building web applications. And also it's a framework that provides structure and some tools that are common and useful when building your front-end applications. So it allows you to build complex web applications with less code. So basically you can say that it makes life easy. So why should we use Angular? Well, the simple answer to that would be you want to build single page applications. So single page applications are basically single paged. So if you want to build a website, you know that in order for you to go to a different page, you would have to use href. And so when you click on that page, it would request another page. And then that's the page that's going to be displayed on your presence. Well, in this case, that's not what happens at all. You're working in one application, in one page. So when you move to a different page, it's just loading a different component. It's not really getting a separate page. So that process is a lot smoother than the regular different page type of applications. So another reason why you would use Angular is that it allows you to develop quickly. So you would write less code to do more, basically, to create complex user interfaces. And another example or another reason would be it provides structure. So your application would have a structure that is much more manageable, which in turn makes it more scalable. And it's also testable. So you can write unit tests in your application and test your front-end application and functions, which is very good for documentation purposes and other things. And also it allows for your application or your components or the components in your application to be reused. For example, if you have, uh, say for example, you have a piece of code or a piece of section in your application that you would like to reuse across uh, multiple pages or multiple sections of your website, then you would reuse that one portion. You would just code it once and then you would just call it wherever you want to. An example would be a nav bar or footer. So you create one nav bar and you know that this nav bar is going to be in multiple places. So you would just reuse that same nav bar as opposed to just creating multiple nav bars in each and every section where you need it. So now let's talk about the prerequisites before you embark on this Angular journey. And one of them is HTML and CSS. Yeah, I expect you to know HTML and CSS before coming into Angular. And I would also expect you to know some JavaScript, specifically the ES6 syntax, basically your higher order array methods, your your classes and objects, your asynchronous JavaScript, basically async await, yeah, that type of stuff. And also, yeah, understanding of classes and objects. Basically, all your components will be stored inside classes, and it's going to be very good for you if you understand what it means, like what a class is and how it works, the methods, and maybe interfaces as well. Actually, not maybe interfaces, do go over interfaces as well. The entire section of object-oriented programming, don't skip that. So, yeah, with that being said, let's get started.